What's going on, everybody? It is Josh with AVS Fitness back again today, here to talk about, as you can see in the title, something we have talked about before here on the channel. A product supplement that has been mentioned several times from what I can remember, and with it being summertime, just in time to talk about it. The specific supplement slash product we're going to be discussing today is called CLA. CLA stands for conjugated linoleic acid. This is something that's actually been talked about. You can find a lot of videos and stuff in this supplement pertaining to fitness dating back, 5, 6, 7 years ago or more. So this is not something that's really new to the scene, but it is something that's definitely been picking up steam recently within the last 1 to 2 years. And it may very well be that you've actually seen, heard of, or even taken this supplement but don't really know what it is. So the basics are that CLA is essentially a fatty acid. I believe it's classified as an omega-6 fatty acid, which again begs the question of what does it do and why does it do it? Unfortunately, as to the extreme specifics and details of how CLA interacts with our body and the systems, there's not a whole lot that is known right now. Some of the proposed benefits include fat loss, retention of lean body mass, but this is all variable depending on the dosage, who is taking it, so like your training level, your current body fat percentage, stuff like that, and basically how you use it. Now, obviously, the even bigger question, more than how does it work, is does it work? You can pretty much get on any supplement company's website. I got on MyProtein, bodybuilding.com, GNC. Everyone who sells CLA has a little blurb about it where it goes on and on about the benefits. But does it work? All right. And for that, you really have to dig a little bit deeper into some research, some peer-reviewed scholarly articles, any studies that have been done. You have to look at the trial size, all that stuff. So luckily, you have us here at AVS Fitness to do that for you. Now, unfortunately, as you can imagine, all supplements can be hard to find relevant clinical studies on, simply because everything is variable when you talk about fat loss and exercising. Person's hormone levels, body fat percentage, just in general, people can respond differently to things. So this makes finding information about CLA very difficult, as you might guess. Before I even tried to find studies, like I said, I went on several websites and looked at individual supplement companies, personal reviews, and just general recommendations, and I found a variety of things. Overall, it is said that you pretty much have to hit around 3.4 grams of CLA a day to see a benefit. Now, even though I do say that, there was one study done where they supplemented with, I think, 0.7 to 1.4 grams per day, and there were significant results as far as body fat reduction. But that was sort of an outlying study. I couldn't really find anything else to back that up. So in general, if you decide to try CLA or you like what you're hearing, the consensus is you have to get around 3.4 grams a day to see a significant difference. And like I said, the proposed benefits include increased fat loss, retention of lean body mass. There even was a theory about taking it as a lean mass builder, so a muscle builder in bodybuilders, and that was done with, I believe, 7.2 grams per day. So that's over double the sort of minimum recommendation. There have been, with higher doses like that, there have been some side effects, nothing serious. Some people just reported some nausea, upset stomach, some irritability in the digestive tract, just things like that, which, really would happen with almost anything when you take it at that high of a level. So I'm not at all saying run out and take 7 grams of CLA a day. I'm just saying that's what's out there right now. There have been numerous studies done as far as clinical studies. The issue is they can be very different. There are some that show that significantly does reduce body fat when compared to a placebo group, which just means they took one group of people and gave them something else that wasn't CLA that would have no effect, and then the other group took CLA. And the group that took CLA did have a greater fat loss than the placebo group, okay? That was the case in a few studies. However, the majority of studies, when I say majority, I mean like if you had 20 studies, 10 to 15 of them, are inconclusive, meaning that there were some results, or maybe of some subjects did increase a greater fat loss with CLA, but there wasn't enough to make it clinically significant, if that makes sense. And for those of you who don't have an experience in statistics or research or anything, if you have 100 subjects and 50 of them take a sugar pill and 50 of them take CLA, and you have 2 people in the CLA group that experience a greater fat loss than the people on the sugar pill, that doesn't necessarily, you can't just publish that article and say, hey, CLA works, we're good to go, let's get everybody on it. It has to be significant, and you compare it to a normal number, which depends on your trial size, stuff like that. So that is a lot more. I know most of it, if you guys are in college, you'll have to take a statistics class. You'll learn a little bit more about that, but pretty much what it's saying is you have to show enough of a difference. There have to be enough people that had a significant or greater fat loss compared to the normal group, okay, in order to say so. Like I said, there is a few studies that did show significance in that, which is good. But right now, the majority of studies say that we need further research, and they were inconclusive. So that probably was not very much help to you guys. But like I said, it's very hard when you talk about, does a supplement work? Because everything varies from a person's reaction to a supplement. Even with creatine, that you can be a non-responder to creatine. That is a thing. I mean, it's just, it's very hard to take a product and say, will this work for me? Because it's almost impossible. So I take CLA right now. I don't take 7 grams. I take 3 to 4. I brought a couple products with me to show you guys. Please keep in mind that I've had these products for a long time, because from when I worked at GNC, I have a big just stash of stuff that I bought. So I'm in no way necessarily promoting these brands or anything. This is just what I have, and I wanted to show you guys. So the first one I have, which was in our HD Fire Stack video, I believe, is the CLA and carnitine. Another thing to note with CLA is that it is stimulant free, and that's why CLA is a great option for people who are caffeine sensitive, or you don't really want a thermogenic fat burner. So if that's the case, I definitely look into it if you're looking for a supplement. But it also is great to stack. So another stimulant-free product is carnitine, which is in the BPI one that I have here. This tastes really good as far as effectiveness. This is only the second time I've taken it, and I just kind of started a week or 2 ago. So I'll comment more on that in a few weeks. The only thing I don't like about this product is the CLA matrix is a proprietary blend. So like I was saying, CLA has different forms in it, if that makes sense. So for example, this has safflower oil, avocado oil, coconut oil. They're fatty acids, okay? So, and then CLA. So that's the only thing I don't like about this is it has a good fatty acid blend, but how much of that is CLA and how much of it is other fatty acids. So like I said, it's still a solid product, and then it has that's 2.5 grams, and then it has a 2 gram L-carnitine blend. So like I said, it's relatively inexpensive. It tastes good. I might do another video on this in a few weeks if I stick with it. And that's the other thing too. Like I said, CLA is not one of those things. It's not like caffeine where it's oh, I need energy, so I'll take it this day and I'll take off tomorrow. From what I read, even among the studies that were maybe inconclusive or need more research, you really need around 3 to 3.4, 3.2, 3.4 or more every day in order to see results. So it definitely is a supplement you need to be consistent with. It's not something to blow off and forget when you don't feel like it. The other one, this is just a GNC product. I don't know if you can see it here. So this is their Thermo CLA. CLA, like I said, you can stack it, so it is stim-free. It's great for people with caffeine sensitivities. However, you can take it with about anything. So a lot of times people will buy CLA on their own and take it with their favorite stim fat burner. So you take HD Fire, Performix SST, Hydroxycut, whatever you're taking, you can stack CLA with it. I mean, I personally have not had any adverse reactions to CLA as far as nausea goes. But again, that's variable person to person. This particular blend has a little bit of L-carnitine, there's some green tea, and there is caffeine. So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll like take this in the morning, and then I'll take the powder at night before I go to bed, or after I work out or something. And I like both of these products. Again, it's very hard to really say like, yes, this works, or no, it doesn't, because it's going to vary person to person. So overarchingly, again, I feel like every time we talk about supplements, we try to hit this message home. But if you're trying to lose weight this summer, you're trying to cut down, make sure you're doing what you need to do in the gym, in the kitchen, and at home before you tackle this, all right? And what I mean by that is, don't go out and buy CLA and do nothing else and then, want the results, all right? You should be in a workout program. You should be trying to eat right. And that doesn't mean, on a super strict diet, weight training 2 hours a day. I'm talking like, if you just want bare bones, you should be doing some form of activity 3 times a week, all right? If that's walking, jogging, biking, weight training, a combination of both, whatever, all right? Try to do something 3 days a week, all right, for at least 30 minutes, okay? And that's what I challenge you to do. If you're watching this video and you don't do anything right now, but you want to start, pick 3 days a week, all right, and do something for 30 minutes. You can even do something different every day, all right? It doesn't matter, but you got to start, okay? As far as supplementation goes, it's great to do if you have the resources and you want to invest in it, okay? Most of the time, they can't hurt unless you're talking about like caffeine and stuff like that. But as far as CLA goes, there's no crazy side effects that are known right now. And there does seem to be some possible significance to it. So the takeaways are, if you have the money and you want a stimulant-free fat burner, it's definitely something to give a shot, all right? Biggest thing is the dosage, like I said. You want to split it up into 2 to 3 doses, minimum 3.4 grams. I personally would not go above like 4 to 5 grams. I can't really say that indefinitely because there have been studies done with 6 and 7 grams, like I said. But again, you're sort of reaching that point of potential adverse effects, and we're not really sure what dosages that high will do. So as far as my recommendation goes, I would stay around 3.4 grams. That's what I'm saying. And like I said, unfortunately, there's not a whole lot known about CLA and how it works in the body. When it couples with something like L-carnitine, I know we did talk a little bit about that in the HD Fire Stack, but L-carnitine, it's always called the fat mobilizer. But what does that mean? Your cells, when you need to produce energy, if you guys remember from school, there's anaerobic, aerobic glycolysis, there's beta oxidation, there's the electron transport chain, all that stuff. So your cells, your mitochondria, use beta oxidation to oxidize fat and get energy from it, okay? But fat needs to get where it needs to go. It needs to get into the cell to be available to be used for energy. And carnitine is sort of the transporter for fat. So the idea behind carnitine is it sort of shuttles fat, all right, it transports fat and makes it more readily available to be oxidized for energy and burned. So unfortunately, that typically on a label or a company translates to L-carnitine is a fat mobilizer and you will burn more fat quickly with it. L-carnitine will be a separate video, and that phrasing isn't necessarily wrong. I just think, as you guys know, a lot of stuff tends to get sort of overemphasized when we talk about supplements. So L-carnitine will be a different video, but this was a quick little video on CLA today, guys. Look for a live video after my workout today. I plan on going over some stuff after I get this video uploaded and hit the gym. California is great so far. Again, like I said, looking to pump out more content inside the time. Feel free to comment or even email us. Our email is avsfitnessco@gmail.com. That is avsfitnessco@gmail.com. Email us with thoughts, comments, questions. If you want us to address a video, seriously, guys, I will talk about anything. I will do the research. I'll put in the time. So let me know what you want to see. We're going to be doing some live streams this week. And I plan on doing like a stimulant fat burner video here soon. So if there's a specific one you want me to review, let me know. And that has been today, guys. All right, this has been good. This has been fun. And I will catch you all later. One last thing I want to mention real quick, guys, before I let you go. I just remembered this right after I stopped recording. Please go follow our Instagram page, all right? We've been trying to post on there a lot more. We'll let you know when we put up videos. We'll post pictures of meal prep, workouts, stuff like that, and it gives you guys a little more opportunity to interact with us as a brand. So the Instagram is AVS_fitness_co. So same thing as the Gmail, just with underscores in between the words. Yeah, so go follow that. Again, you can comment, DM us on there if you have questions, stuff like that. We've already gotten questions from you guys before, and we're also always interacting with other supplement companies. So we just messaged Cellucor a couple weeks ago asking them about stacking a couple products, and they got back with us immediately. So so if you guys have questions and we can't answer them, we will get the answer for you. Okay, so go follow that. I'll catch you guys later this week.